Speed, check.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Mud ruts, fine. Wheels are in line with where we're going, so a slight bit of right lock on if you. That's perfect. Okay. So when we're ready, you're going to come off the brakes and let the hill descent control do its thing, and then steer out at the bottom. Remember, if we were to lock the brakes here, we wouldn't make the turn.
Yeah.
So the car's managing it for you, effectively.
If you press the brakes, you'll cancel it.
Yeah.
So you've got to commit to it and stay off, okay?
Great.
So when you're happy, come off the brakes completely and aim for that. Beautifully done.
Wow.
So it's never allowing the wheels to lock. Yeah? And this is a car with no low range, remember? It's just creeping down there beautifully. Nicely done.
What a system.
Okay. So, I don't want to go higher than yellow lines because of the dynamic R's. Does that make sense? The approach angle. Okay, so slow into it. It's going to pick, obviously, 2 wheels off the ground here. Back wheel's in there. That's nicely done. Okay, just steer it in. And we're ultimately heading up there. And as it comes off, it picks the car up onto 2 wheels again. The system is so rapid on this.
You guys do that?
Yeah, it keeps the traction control. You can see all the traction control buzzing away.
Yeah.
For us, it was a non-event.
Yeah, you didn't
Just
feel
simple. But the car's been quite busy just to get you through there. I think if you took first gen Evoque through there, you'd get wheel spin.
Yeah.
It would react to it. We'd get through, but you'd be aware of it.
And that's another improvement.
Yeah.
in
You're
the
not.
system.
Okay, nice and gentle. We're going to come nice and high up the sides. Look. Again, this picks the car up onto 2 wheels initially. Keep coming left. Back yourself off a bit on speed. And then we're going to go right. We're going to put the left wheel on that. So you slow yourself down. This picks the wheels up quite high. Again, it's using 4-wheel drive system, traction control to get you through. And in the mud ruts program, you're not even aware you're off-road. It's awesome. What a car.
This is always my favourite part of any launch is the off-roading.
Yep. We're going to come left here, obviously. Once we come out the gate at the top, we're going to turn left, level the car, and then we'll get Alex in. Okay, so we'll get the car nice and level. Why next Tin Quarry, Martin?
Yes, mate, I'm just at the crossroads of 83, just entering 83 now.
Okay, let's head up. So smooth throttle. It's not too much, it's just smooth, yeah? Nice, gentle, steady pace on the throttle for stuff like this. Oh, he's walked ahead. We're okay. So you can see our tracks are quite, I like just all the way around, they're quite
They're
natural,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that,
It's
yeah.
a bit more of an adventure. Our centre, you know,
Yeah.
you go on a journey. All the centres are slightly different, of course they are. Depends on the topography you've got in that area, you know. And even from here now, you can see the rear suspension arms, the aluminium on them. Whereas the previous model, they were steel.
Yeah. It's great watching from the back and seeing how it's working.
Yeah. Have you driven Velar?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
The sad thing is most owners of these vehicles will never do this.
No, that's right. So it's 80+%, isn't it? They reckon the usage of them off-road is. So for me, driving this for the first time off-road, I felt it was so Velar-like, so comfortable.
Yeah.
Even in the suspension. This, the interface of it, obviously I haven't got the ground clearance with the air suspension. But here's the bonus of this car, it's got a lower first speed with having the Velars. They've got the 8-speed with a higher first gear.
Yeah.
This thing's going so much slower off-road, it's giving you more control.
Yeah.
Just some small walking holes here, you can see he's just picking wheels up in the air as he comes over. Enough suspension to travel to keep his wheels on contact with the ground even with these. So even though it's limited suspension travel and height, it breezes through, no problem at all.
So when you drive that, I'm feeling the brakes a wee bit. Should I just let it go?
Well, our hill descent controls crept up. Okay, so one thing I would do at the top of that hill if I wasn't using brakes is I would bring the hill descent control speed down to the minimum. Okay, it's always worth checking at the top of each descent.
So when did it reset?
Because we accelerated when we were driving along, the hill descent went, okay, I'll match your speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's definitely something to keep your eye on.
Yeah. If you change program on the cars, the terrain program, it will default back to its default speed of 7 on most of the cars, so it's something you need to be aware of.
Especially with something like this where ground clearance is a bit of an issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the old saying? As slow as possible, as
fast as necessary, yeah. And it is the case with these cars still, isn't it? But you're finding as the technology's improved, you're using more of the first half of that sentence. It is as slow as possible because the cars are so impressive with the traction systems now. I think that slogan came around, you think about it, it's probably the 80s really, when traction control really didn't exist. There was centre differentials and that was your lot, so you really needed the momentum at the time.
So when we went into that quarry, there was those little signs with the names, and there was a Craythorne.
Yeah, Craythorne. When they did the quarry, we did it sort of. We got some of the VIPs at the time to come and open the quarry. Yeah. And Craythorne was one of them at the time. Okay. He was still there.
What's the company then?
Hughes Hill was the first hill you went up. Obviously, that's Hugh the Land Rover, but the rest of them are names of engineers or people like that who came out. McGovern's Mounds we've got. He wasn't too happy about McGovern's Mounds, but he's got his name in there anyway. Yeah.
McGovern's Mounds.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm definitely going to use that in my story. Yeah. They both just sailed over McGovern's Mounds.
McGovern's Mounds, yeah. Love it.
Like they weren't there.
Why need to A to B, Martin? Okay, we've got some water at the bottom on this corner. The cars have just exited the water now. They're starting this climb. There's like a little rock crawl section in it as well. So we'll probably stop before the drop into the water, just because we don't know what gear the car's in currently. Yeah. It's made its own decision what's right. Yeah. We obviously want it in first gear, so we'll default that by stopping it. I know it goes into first gear by stopping the car because we're in Mudrut's program. That's its job to do that. If we were in grass, gravel and snow, its default gear would be second. Okay. Which means you'd be going into it too quick, yeah? So Mudrut's program for this works today perfectly well.
And could you lock it in first?
Yeah, of course you can use command shift, you can use the paddles at any time you want. So that's it, we know it's in first. Hill descent is at minimum, you might as well use it. Yeah, so feet off, let the car just drop in itself. This is about 400 deep, it's not too deep.
That's nice.